everyone, my name is Ashley and today I'm here to talk to you about the dangers of texting behind the wheel. For the past 2 decades, cellular devices have grown to be one of the most popular items on the market. Practically everyone owns one and there's not a minute that goes by that someone isn't using it. Almost every car you pass while driving, the person is either talking or texting instead of paying attention to the road. Even law enforcement officers are doing it. I'm sure at least one of you is guilty of doing either one of these or maybe even both. I know that I am. Drivers that either talk, text, or even both while driving cause a major safety issue on our roadways, and it needs to be put to a stop. There are many ways that this type of accident can be avoided. However, there are 3 simple solutions to this problem. These include making and enforcing laws that prohibit cell phones in cars, putting automatic safety calling devices in every vehicle, and simply not texting behind the wheel at all. Laws against texting while driving have already been put into place in 30 states, according to an article written on July 11, 2010 by Christine Tierney from the Detroit News. In those 30 states, the consequences of texting while driving include hefty fines for each offense, and drivers that are under the age of 18 have their license suspended for 2 months. In order to get their license back, under the age of 18 drivers have to take an attitude course in order to get them back. United States Transportation Secretary Ray LaHood told Tierney that when a driver looks at their cell phone for just 4 seconds, they are driving the length of a football field without looking at the road. Making and enforcing laws that prohibit cellular devices in vehicles are one way to cut down and, for the most part, stop people from texting or driving. It seems like the most effective way to control this issue and to keep our roadways safe. When these types of laws are made, everyone should be forced to obey. This includes police officers and other law enforcement. Most of the time while I'm driving and I see a police officer, they're usually talking on the cell phone. So if they're going to have permission to pull over other citizens for texting and driving or even talking on their phone, they should have to abide by the law also. One of the ways to avoid accidents that involve people that are texting and driving is to put automatic safety calling devices in every vehicle. Just like Chevrolet automakers put their OnStart in their vehicles, every other car manufacturer should too. Every make and model of every vehicle should be sold equipped with this type of device. This way, drivers will not have to rely on their cell phones to make emergency calls or just casual phone calls. This automatic safety calling device will be able to call emergency personnel if needed, or just make their everyday phone calls at the push of a button. The owner of the vehicle should not be charged for this equipped automatic safety calling device either, because just like they are now, because it is safer to use instead of having to use a dangerous cell phone. The third and most important way to control the texting behind the wheel issue is to simply not do it at all. According to Edgar Snyder and Associates, in 2008, at any given moment, 800,000 Americans were either talking, texting, or even just holding a cell phone while driving during the daytime. They also say that texting while driving results in 6 times more accidents than driving while intoxicated. Now, to me, that just seems ridiculous. I value my life and the lives of the ones that I love, and so the thought of losing one of them to a drunk driver is enough. But to lose myself or even one of them to someone that is too busy looking at a cell phone drives me crazy. This has become one of the biggest problems in America, and if people would simply leave their phones in their pockets, in their purses, or even in the cup holder while they drive, they would not be tempted to use it while they were driving. This is the most effective way to avoid these types of accidents. So, as you all can see, texting behind the wheel is very dangerous. It is something that should not be done while driving. According to Ashley Halsey from the Washington Post, 28% of traffic accidents involve people of people that talk or text on cell phones. Even the Virginia Tech Transportation Institute told their interviewer, Jennifer Gwynn, the same thing. Also, when you do this, you set a bad example for your children that ride in the car with you. I mean, as we all know that these days, all children want cell phones. If you have to call, or if you just simply can't wait for that text message you just got, pull over on the side of the road. That way you don't endanger your life or the lives of the ones driving around you. So, if you care about your life and the lives of your loved ones, please don't drive distracted. Don't text and drive.